The interstellar freighter Volante powered through space, her streamlined flanks speckled with pinpoints of light from distant stars. In the flight deck, Hal Spacejock was studying the main view screen from his customary stance in the pilot's chair, hands clasped behind his head, boots up on the flight console, and a cup of coffee at his side. He was watching a planet on the main screen, an aquamarine pearl rotating slowly against a rich backdrop of twinkling stars. It was a welcome sight after several intense hours flying the bulky ship through the vast emptiness of space, and Hal was looking forward to a couple of days' rest and recreation. Particularly the recreation. Without warning, a comet tore across the screen, missing the planet by the thickness of its atmosphere. "I bet that woke them up," said Hal, as the glittering trail faded. He watched the display for a few moments longer, then frowned at a recessed camera. "Navcom, are we moving?" "We are at optimum cruising speed," said a neutral female voice. "So why isn't that planet getting any bigger?" "Planet?" "You know, the big round things we land on." "I know what a planet is," said the computer patiently. "However, I don't know which one you're referring to." Hal gestured at the screen. "That one!" "I think I understand your confusion. You see, that's not a planet." "What is it then? A weather balloon?" "Negative. It's an animation I display when the view screen is on standby." Hal looked down at the controls. "Are you telling me I just spent 4 hours flying the Volante through a screensaver?" "You weren't flying anything. The ship is on autopilot." "All right. Get rid of that thing and show me Ulimo." "But—" "Don't argue." The screen changed to show a pinpoint of light against a sea of solid black. "Is that it?" asked Hal. "Sort of." Hal frowned at the camera. "Yes or no?" "No," admitted the computer. "Additional jumps are required before I can display a real-time image. This simulation is the best I can do." "It's not much of a simulation." "Ulimo isn't much of a planet." "And what's all this about additional jumps? Why didn't you get closer in the first place?" "The Ulimo system is thick with dust and debris. Navigation is difficult, and one of these days I'm going to take the controls. Then we'll really go places." "I cannot cede control of the ship until you've finished the flight manual. Would you like to read it now?" "All right, put it up." Hal crossed his arms. "It's just a refresher, though. I know all this stuff." A slab of 10-point text appeared on the main view screen. "Owner's Handbook, Chapter 1, said the Navcom. "I've marked the second paragraph, which is as far as you got last time." Hal gazed at the dense text for several seconds. "I don't have time for this," he said at last. "I've got things to do." "Actually, there is something you can help with," said the Navcom. "I've calculated the import duty on our cargo, and I need you to authorize the payment." "Oh, yeah? How much?" 2,000 credits. Hal jerked upright, spilling his coffee on the console. "That's over half our fee." "You promised FIS delivery." "What does that mean?" "Free into store. We pay all the charges." Hal cursed. "I thought the customer looked happy." "Will you authorize the payment?" "Are you sure you haven't made a mistake?" "I do not make mistakes," said the computer coldly. "Even a human could calculate 10% of 20,000. 10%? That's robbery." "It does seem a little high. Incidentally, there is liquid dripping into my circuits." Hal mopped up the spilt coffee with the sleeve of his flight suit. "What's the duty on robot parts?" 2%, and it won't work." "What won't?" "You can't declare the cargo as something else." "What about something related?" "Such as?" "Bed sheets." 12%. "Curtains?" 15. Hal examined his coffee-stained sleeve. "What about cleaning rags?" The Navcom hesitated. "There is no duty on rags." Hal beamed. "There you go, then. Change the manifest to cleaning rags and submit the forms.